The ANC Veterans League is spearheading the party's program of unity and renewal. In December this year, the party will hold its 55th elective conference with its president, Cyril Ramaphosa, expected to run for another term. But the League has spoken out against divisive factions and called on the mother body to act on corruption, accused members and those named in the Zondo report. For more on this, we're joined now on the line by the Veterans League President, Snuki Zikalala. Mr. Zikalala, thanks very much indeed for your time this morning. It's very interesting that the League talks about issues of unity being high up on the agenda. Just this week, Deputy President David Mabuza talked about a united ANC. He says there are no divisions.
Well, good morning and good morning to your viewers. It's a pleasure and compliments of the new season. Well, there are no divisions as such, but there are individuals who are bent on dividing the organization. It is a fact. As you know, there are individuals who are involved in malfeasance, and the individuals who have put the name of the organization into disrepute. So those are the people that you talk about, the individuals who still want to use the ANC itself as their piggy bank and stealing from society. So those are the people that we're talking about. Those are the people that are dividing the organization. And so we have to make sure that the line has been drawn in the sand, that those who are involved in malfeasance, those who are rogues, who are thieves, there's no place for them in the organization at all. And so that's what the ANC's policy, and it's totally against corruption. It's individuals who are corrupt. And so that's what we're talking about in the Veterans League, that is why we're talking about renewing. Renewing meaning that and rebuilding the ANC. We have to rebuild the ANC. In order to rebuild the ANC, you must start with the cadres. People that you recruit, people who join the ANC, they should be people who are committed to the values and principles of the ANC, not committed to enrich themselves. And so those are the values that we want to inculcate and make sure that those values are applicable within the African National Congress. That is why that's the only way we can be able to deliver to society. That's the only way that we can be able to bring back the dignity and integrity of the organization.
Mr. Zikalala, I wonder if you as well are not splitting hairs by saying there are no divisions in the party. There are individuals within the party who want to cause divisions within the ANC. When you talk about this issue of renewal, doesn't it demand of its leaders to be frank about the challenges within the governing party, if indeed those challenges are going to be addressed?
No. We are being frank about the challenges. And actually, there's Veterans League. We've been asking that we should have a two-day session as the African National Congress to say, what do we mean by renewing the organization? How do you renew the organization which is 110 years old? And what kind of cadres do you want within the organization? I think we're being much more relaxed. For the last 10 years, you can see that the corruption that has been there, the individuals who facilitated and ensured that there is malfeasance in the organization. Those individuals don't belong to the African National Congress. People don't understand the values and the principles of the ANC itself. And so we as veterans are saying that we need a workshop with the leaders of the ANC to find out exactly, are they members of the ANC? Do they understand where the ANC is coming from and where it's going? And so we are very confident that we'll be able to do that. Of course, what we are saying is veterans, the leadership of the ANC, they must belong to branches. The branches are the core basic unit of the African National Congress. It's only at branch level where you can be able to sift out those who are interested in safeguarding the ANC, those who are interested in ensuring that the ANC delivers on its set objectives. Yeah.
You talk about individuals who have been involved in corruption, individuals within the ANC, leadership within the ANC as well, and that comment comes just in time for this week's release of the first part of the State Capture Inquiry report. Again, you talk about these not being people who belong to the ANC because they're not in line with the values of the ANC. It's becoming more and more difficult as the years go by to differentiate between corruption and the governing party, or at least many will argue that. How do you embark on this mission of renewal when you are, as the governing party, so closely linked to the rot and corruption that's unfolded in our country?
Yeah, but I agree with you totally that closely linked to those who facilitated corruption. But what we're saying is that immediately if they see that majority of them are now wearing orange overalls, the majority of them are now being kicked out of the party. I think we'll be able to cleanse the party. That is why Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa talked about cleansing the African National Congress. We have to cleanse it. Those who are involved in malfeasance, actually even Judge Zondo maybe said to us, the ANC does not think that the government can deal with corruption. We disagree with that. It was not only corruption, it was counter-revolution. These people are involved in what you call counter-revolution, dismantling state machinery. That's counter-revolution. It's not just corruption. So some people can look at it as corruption, but we as Veterans League, we say that's counter-revolution. And so we are not going to allow such individuals to be within our midst.
Yeah. Important year for the African National Congress 2022. It's the 110th anniversary celebrations this weekend, and of course it's all building up to the 55th elective conference, which is scheduled for December. The things that you just talked about now, this cleansing, this renewal, I suppose the coming months will reveal whether this is just speak or whether the ANC is serious about acting on those kinds of statements.
No, you see, currently, as you know, as from next month, we're going to be involved in what we call BBGM, that is branch elections. And so all that we are saying that the branches themselves, we're going to cleanse the branches. Immediately when people are in the branches, we have to make sure that there's thorough verification, there's thorough screening and who are those people. And the people must not just go into branches for leadership positions. People must go and become members of the branches because they want to have community, they want to ensure that community is well looked after. And so what we are saying is that the cleansing starts now, not tomorrow, when we are preparing for the branch executive committee meetings.
Veterans League President of the ANC, Snuki Zikalala, let me thank you for your time this morning on the AM Report.